What's going on, Leo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the rest of November 2024. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more regarding the rest of November 2024. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance, Leo, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here. Also, if you're interested in getting exclusive weekly all signs tarot readings from me and also astrology workshops and so much more, then click the link in the description box below. You can join the Mystic Mastermind School, where we can talk a lot about things that we can't talk about on YouTube, and also exclusive readings like I said. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to see you inside. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what wants to come through for you for the rest of November 2024, Leo. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. All right, Leo, really interesting, pretty intense energy that we have going on here for you for the rest of November. It seems that a lot of you are really you're going to be questioning where you want to focus your productivity, where it is that you want to focus all of your creative energy, because it does seem that you're at a bit of a fork in the road right now, where I feel that there are going to be quick changes coming into your life that are going to make you feel anxiety, but you're not as actually stuck as you think that you are. Okay, but there's definitely big decisions that you need to make for the rest of the month. So before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards, and these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of. The first one is aloneness here. And you see this person kind of surrounded by a white light, and they're all alone. So don't be afraid to spend time, to take at least 15 minutes out, if that's all you have, to focus on yourself, to regather your thoughts that's free of any outside influence. They say the secret to genius is to be alone. And I feel that right now, there's a path that you're on that it feels to you like you're spinning your wheels. It feels like, I don't know if I can continue to just be a cog in a system. I don't know if I can continue to do this work. I feel like I need to transform the work that I'm doing in the world. And right now, the universe is definitely asking you, if you want to create a change in your work and your productivity, in what you're doing in the world and the people that you're around, then you have to be willing to be alone, to clear the cobwebs of your own mind. Now, the next energy that you need more of is the creator. This is like the King of Wands frequency. And so definitely this is a time for you to explore your own eccentricity, what lights you on fire right now, in a positive way, what really sets your soul on fire in the most beneficial way. And I feel like that's going to come from you really being with your own thoughts, or being with people that inspire you. Now, the next energy that you need more of it, and so I do feel like if you just continue to do things the way that you've always been doing them, you're gonna get the same results. And I think Albert Einstein said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So I think that this aloneness and this creator card is really asking you to think outside of the box. Okay, because right now the universe is saying that you're in a little bit of your own box here. You also have the mind is what you need is what you need more of. And I feel like this is about observing the contents of your own mind and allowing thoughts to pass through you rather than to stick with you. The brain is a transmitter and receiver of energy, and it's up to you to tune, you turn into what you tune into. So right now it appears to me that the universe is alerting you that you're actually creating your reality to a certain degree on autopilot. And I feel that there's this knowing within you, there's this premonition that if I continue to create my mind on autopilot, it's going to lead to something bad. If I don't question my own thoughts, if I don't rewrite my beliefs, if I don't make a different choice, it's going to lead to something very, very painful. And you kind of know that. And so right now it's almost like it doesn't matter what you want to change as long as you change something and as long as you start where you focus on what you can control. Okay, because there's definitely a feeling here of certain autopilot decisions that you've made in the past that people have made around you that is leading to some sort of like spinning the wheels but no real satisfaction. That's what I feel. So it's almost like the rat race frequency where most people, they spend their whole life working hard just for like 2 days off on the weekend or something like that. And that's not your paradigm if that's not your paradigm. But what I'm telling you is that there's some it's going to be different for every single Leo listening to this, but there's some sort of just spinning the wheels paradigm that you're really going to be questioning because deep down you're going to know that it's going to lead to pain if you don't make a change this month. And your challenge is that the universe is kind of getting on board with this, with you becoming more unique and individual and not reliant on the mind to govern everything. So in your opportunity this month is the Two of Wands. So your opportunity is there's a fork in the road here. You can go left, you can go right, but you got to go one way. And this is definitely an opportunity for you to observe your lifeline. You have an opportunity to make a decision to shift your lifeline, to do something that you will not regret, to not do something that you will regret, etc. And your challenge is the Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse in your challenge is coming through as divine protection gone wrong. For some of you, what I get from this is that there's an energy that you actually are divinely protected to move into a reality that is not of your highest vibration because you have choice, because you have free will, because you can do whatever you want. The universe is saying that your challenge is that if you decide to use with your free will to move into a reality that doesn't really suit you, then you're going to be divinely protected to do that. But you and I both know that it's going to lead to a lot of pain. The other thing about this Chariot in reverse energy is that you're actually there's an energy here of not being on the right path, like a lack of movement. The Chariot in reverse in your challenge could have to be doing something with a lack of movement is your challenge, a lack of exercising your free will. And it's pretty much being stuck in the matrix, I feel. Because the Chariot upright is all about you're leaving the matrix, you're integrating things, and you're in the world, but you're not of the world. In reverse, it's like you are of the world and you are in the world. So I really feel like there needs to be a choice to free yourself from certain mental paradigms that are holding you back from creating the life that you really want to live. And part of that is going to come through your own ability to sit with your own thoughts without the interference of the societal conditioning, without the interference of people around you, and to realize that you're not as actually stuck as you think that you are from your dream life. But first, there's going to have to be a shift of your lifeline. There's going to have to be a shift that will lead to some sort of pain. Now, in your overall general energy, you have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords in your overall general energy. And so this is definitely about hard work, productivity, gone wrong in some sort of way. I feel that you're needing to question your productivity. Now, for some of you that are not productive at all and you're being lazy, I feel that this is the universe saying to you that you need to get more productive. You need to question your work ethic, or else it's going to lead to a lot of pain here. For others of you that really do work hard at something that at this time is making you feel like a lack of freedom, you're working really hard just to make ends meet, or you're working really hard and it's getting you stuck in your mind, then I feel like this is saying that a lot of you are going to be questioning your productivity and maybe saying that I don't need to work hard at something that I hate to create a life that feels average. I need to change what it is that I'm working on, even if that temporarily puts me into a head trip, even if that temporarily makes me question everything in my life. That is what's going on. There's no more just productivity and not questioning it. Oh, this is just what I do. This is what I do. There's definitely a big change. And there's also, all of us are living in the same world, but we're at the same time, we're in our own version of the world. And this is you, the energy that you need more of here is to focus on how the things are going, or how things are unfolding in November are actually like a version of your own, it's your own version of reality being reflected back to you. And if you don't like what you see, then you're going to have to make a big choice. And for a lot of you, if it's not something that you can physically do to make a different choice physically, people can control your mind. People can control everything besides your mind. They can control your body, they can control your whatever. They cannot control the thoughts that you think. And right now, you're going to have to really dive deep into thoughts that you never even thought you would entertain, I feel. Or getting out of the mind if you feel too many thoughts. Now, in what you don't see coming, there's the Nine of Swords, the World, and also the Sun. So I feel like in what you don't see coming, there's a major upgrade, there's a major end to a cycle, there's a lot of happiness and a lot of clarity and a lot of truth coming out. But first, it's going to involve a bit of a nightmarish experience. A lot of your shadows are coming to the surface for you to feel, right? You got to feel it to heal it. A lot of this stuff is coming up for you to deal with, but ultimately, by the middle to the end of the month, it actually leads to an upgrade. A cycle is completing for you, and like they say, it's always darkest before dawn. So right now, there's a lot of anxiety in what you don't see coming, but ultimately, it's leading to a cycle being complete and an upgrade. Okay. And that's really good. But in your advice, you have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and also the Eight of Swords. So this is all having to do with the mind, and the swords have to do with conflict with other people, and it has to do with your mind. So I feel like this is about quickly change your mind right now. Quickly change your mind, rewire your beliefs, do what you have to do in order to admit what is not working anymore, because you're not as stuck as you think that you are. This reality was designed as a learning program for all of us, so that we can get our thoughts reflected back to us, and if we don't like what we see, we say, okay, let's learn the lesson and let's change it. So reality is mentalism, and that's what the universe wants you to focus on right now, is that there's all these thoughts getting you down, but you have the ability, through your own aloneness, even if it's just 15 minutes a day, to create new paradigms in your reality, okay? You are in control of that, because if you don't, as the energy reads right now, you're setting yourself up for some sort of pain and a repetitive cycle, basically. But I feel like many of you are going to get out of it. This is not set in stone, okay? So let's clarify why the Chariot is in reverse, first of all. Could be something going on with a vehicle gone wrong, okay, in some sort of way, because the Chariot can represent a vehicle that gets you from where you are to where you want to go. So make sure what's going on with your vehicles, if you do have cars or something like that, not for all of you. Why is the Chariot card here in reverse? Ten of Wands. I feel like this is the Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups here, clarifying the Chariot in reverse. So I feel like there's a frequency here, a burden having to do potentially with two different people in your reality. But this also can have to do with your own value system, whether it's you're going to move towards love and unconditional love, or you're going to move towards a world of abundance with pain in some sort of way. Now, for others of you, the universe is saying that you can combine these two. You don't need to have either or. You can have both these frequencies in one person, etc. But I do feel like there's some sort of, the universe is saying that there's a burden here that's being released. And somehow it has to do with King of Pentacles, King of Cups frequency. For many of you, I feel like this has to do with holding on to certain relationships that you know are out of alignment for you, that are just going to lead to pain, but you're not making a choice to do something different with your mind, with your energy, with this person, with these people. And therefore, because you're not making a decision to get out of it, then you're just going to be stuck in it, and you kind of know what's already coming in some sort of way. It's going to be different for every Leo, but that's what I get. There could be a choice that's very difficult. Let's clarify why the Two of Wands is here. Two of Wands is clarified by the Strength card, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. Yeah, a lot of you guys have a major choice of commitment in your life. The Emperor is a combination of all four kings. It's interesting that you have two kings in your challenge. Then you have the Strength card here, which is all about Leo energy, moving through a difficult situation with grace, merging the higher self and the animalistic self. And then you have the Hierophant, which is all about commitment, tradition, and structure. And so there's definitely a difficult choice in your life that you need to make right now. And it may not be easy. I feel like it's almost, there could be a situation that you feel like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, in some sort of way. But please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These readings are not going to apply to everyone automatically. Only take it if it resonates. That's what I always say. Okay? Yeah, for a lot of you, this has to do with your one-to-one relationships. I feel like there's a point here where you are going to either double down on commitment to certain relationships in your life that you know are going to somehow lead to pain, okay? Or you can quickly make a different choice. But it's almost like no matter what happens around you, you're still in control of your own mind. That's what you have to remember. So let's clarify why the Three of Swords is here in your overall general energy. Why is the Three of Swords here in your very tough decisions to make? Three of Swords is clarified by the Moon, the Tower, and the Devil. Man, this is all spiritual as well. Some of you, there could be some sort of spiritual toxicity here that you're not letting go of until it blows up in your face in some sort of way, metaphorically speaking. And there's a lot of uncertainty about foundations in your life that you know are toxic. Let me repeat that for all the Leos out there. There's a lot of uncertainty about foundations in your life that you yourself know are toxic, or other people around you know they are toxic, or something like that. And as the energy reads right now, there's going to be a spiritual blow up that will lead to some sort of pain of the heart in November 2024. Because the universe is saying that there's no possible way that we can keep running life on the same scripts. There's no possible way that we can keep doing everything the same way. So remember that you are being asked to change your mind and your mentality very quickly, perhaps through some sort of spiritual means, through some sort of shadow work. That's really what I feel. Because if you just kind of act like everything's normal, I feel like you're setting yourself up for something weird. Let's clarify why the World card is here. The World card is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and also the Empress card here. So there can be a lot of positive things coming into your life, a certain cycle that's complete here. You have the Emperor and your opportunity, you have the Empress and what you don't see coming. So there is a lot of abundance on the table for you. I just feel like you have to be open to the synchronicity that's coming into your life, and there could be something that's coming through that's not really out in the open. The Four of Pentacles is more of a solid energy that doesn't really flaunt its stuff. So I do feel like there's a lot of an unexpected upgrade for you coming in your reality in some sort of way, but not first without facing extreme levels of darkness. So you have to be prepared to walk through that fire, okay? You have to be prepared to walk through some sort of spiritual, mental prison. You know, it's like emancipate yourself from mental slavery is what I really feel. But I feel like there's no possible way to do that without you entering into some sort of burden with other people in your life. Could have to do with King of Pentacles, King of Cups characters in your life. So let's just clarify why the Six of Swords is here for you. Six of Swords is clarified by the Lovers, the Star, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Swords here when it comes to your advice. So there's some sort of truth and healing that you're going to surrender to when it comes to love in your life, to realize that people are always doing the best that they can. For the most part, all of us want the same things, but in some sort of way, you keep having this Three of Swords is in your overall general energy, the Three of Swords is in your advice as well. So perhaps in order to heal, there's immense darkness within yourself that you need to face, and then allow that to help you make a new choice. In order to heal, there is an immense amount of darkness that you need to face within yourself or within the people around you that you're going to have to really somehow commit to healing this and to creating a new reality within the one that you find yourself in. I know this sounds vague, Leo, but I'm doing the best that I can from where I'm at. And let's just clarify why the Eight of Swords is here, because this is saying you're not as stuck as you think that you actually are. The truth will set you free, right? But sometimes we distort the truth in our own minds. Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. I feel like this is about moving towards something that it's funny that the Eight of Pentacles would come out again. This is all about productivity and hard work. This is all about idealism and romanticizing your future. Really focusing on the truth about what the universe wants to create through you. Realizing that everything that you've gone through at this point has been a rite of passage to get you to where you are now. And focusing on what you love. Do what you love and you'll never work another day in your life. Do what you love and you'll never work another day in your life. Right now, there's certain people around you doing things not because they love it, or you yourself are doing things not because you love it, because of out of obligation towards other people, towards your own mind-created reality it's tough to disconnect from. So as you face the darkness, there are a lot of upgrades. There is a lot of truth, but not first without walking through a bit of a painful road here. But it is always darkest before dawn, like a rubber band. The further you pull the rubber band into the darkness, when you finally let it go, that much further it will fling into the light. So there's definitely some sort of positive boomerang effect happening for you here, but you do need to get through some craziness. So with that being said, Leo, I appreciate you. Talk to you next time.